This is somebody else who has lost their mind. Um, Gary with the T, honey. Y'all tag me in this post with Gary with the T. And I was like, why are y'all posting? Is it still here? I don't even see it. Did they delete it? Let me see. Let me see if they deleted it. Matthew Knowles and then Mary J. Blige. I don't see it no more. Let me see. My little thing gonna go from behind me, so ignore my Apple TV back there. Let me go to my Instagram. Bam, bam. Let me go here to here. Let me go to here. I think they deleted it. They sure did. Damn. They sure did. Porsha probably cursed them out. Well, earlier today, Gary with the teacher. Gary with the T was on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and he delivered some news about Porsha and her mortgage. And I went up under there and I was like, y'all, Gary with the T need to stay off of Facebook. Like for real. They need to stay off of Facebook. Oh, it's still here. They took it off of oh, they so shady. They took it off of Facebook. I mean off of okay, they took it off of Facebook. Let me see, did they take it off of here? Yeah, they took it off of Facebook. Yeah, they took it down off of everything. So I can respect that. I can respect that, Ricky Smiley. I can respect that. Okay. It was on their website. It was on Instagram today. It was on Facebook. It was all over. So they have deleted the video from everywhere. Okay. Because I was hoping, I was like, maybe I can still find it somewhere. And so I'm the type of person, I go and I look for the source. Y'all was tagging me in it and tagging me in it. And I'm like, I don't think that that's true, okay? Because that same story had been circulating, last year, and Simon was gonna tell it. Okay, Simon was gonna tell it all, and so apparently, this story right here is what Gary with the T was reading. Okay, it came over on Married to Medicine, Atlanta RHOA RHOP gossip group. Okay, it said Porsha Williams shared that she had already made payment arrangements to catch up on the late mortgage payments for the marital home she once shared with Simon Guobadia. Honestly, it's a lot to unpack. As y'all know, reports previously revealed that the 7 million home carries a 35,000 monthly mortgage. Like he read this verbatim, okay? And I told y'all just a few weeks ago, well, actually back in November, that Porsha sold her house, her Duluth home, and Porsha got a pretty penny for the Duluth home. She actually is probably a million liquid right now. So Porsha has the money to pay her mortgage, her $35,000 mortgage, if that's what it is, over there at Simon's house. So if you watch the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and if you saw that clip, the Brat was on there saying, this ain't tea. Like the Brat, she got it, ain't she? Porsha ain't hurt for no mortgage. Da 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 da. So I was like, why is Gary with the T then pulled a colorist Claudia and he then went to Facebook and got the tea, y'all? Y'all, my squad knows that Facebook tea is not accurate. Okay, it is not, unless you see it's coming from straight from the A on Facebook. It is not accurate. Okay, so hold on. This is Porsche house right here. Hold on, let me show you, because she don't own it no more, so I can show it to you. This is Portia's house right here. I don't feel like I'm doxing because she sold it. Okay. So Portia sold her house. Okay. And remember, it was listed for sale. It sat on the market for quite some time. Okay. It was listed for sale back in July. Because you remember she was going through her divorce and everything. And it's like, and the crazy thing is Portia's mama had been living in the house. Porsha said, I'm gonna sell this house. I'm gonna get my money, honey, and I'm gonna live free over here. And I'm not gonna stress about these bills, because when it comes time, when the 3-year mark is up, she either has to sell the house and pull out the equity, or she has to refinance the house into her name. So as you can see, she bought it in 2016 for 1.1. Okay. She listed it for sale for 1.8. That's 700,000 more than what she bought it for. So even if she sold it right there, she would have pocketed 700. Okay. Now, as you know, she's been paying for it for almost 9 years now. So she had a little bit of equity in it. Okay. Like, we ain't gonna even doubt that she was paying for it. And we don't know how much Simon gave, to her on it as well. Okay. Again, because her mama was living there and there was that. But anyway, the house went under contract October 9th, 2025. Okay. And then the final selling price was 1.6. Okay. So she bought it for 1.1 and she sold it for 500,000 more than what she bought it for, which is still a good, pretty penny. Okay. So imagine she got the 500 above selling price and she got, the equity that she had paid down the mortgage. So she probably came out with $1 million. She probably at least came out with like 800, 900,000 dollars. So Porsha ain't hurting for money. It's just the fact of she's using her money to pay for to pay to stay in Simon's house. And a lot of people are questioning, like, why you gonna do that? That was your house over there. Your mama was over there. If anything had ever happened, you could have went back to that house over there. Okay. But meanwhile, Porsha's gonna keep up appearances. She got her Real Housewives of Atlanta check coming soon. She got the sale of her house. Now she can, breathe. Okay, she can breathe. She ain't got to worry about it. At least she knows she can stay in the house. So when I saw that Garrett with the T was reporting that, I'm like, that's got to be a lie. Okay, I know that's a lie. I be talking to people. So if anybody was gonna tell it, the people I talked to was gonna tell it. But what they did had told it was, they had stopped paying everything. I know that Simon had stopped paying the mortgage, he stopped paying the utilities, he stopped paying for the upkeep of the house. Like Porsha has to do all of that now. And I think the lights had got cut off. Let me look at my text message. I think the lights had got cut off. And she, because it was in somebody else's name and they said they ain't paying it no more. So yeah, the lights was cut off and she had to go and pay it and get the lights cut back on. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Allegedly. I ain't saying no names, but y'all know I got the tea. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Let me see. I can't never find my pictures in my phone no more. Okay, let's see what that is. Okay. I can never. This damn iPhone update is trash, honey. Hold on. Find this. Let me do this. Oh, you have to press on their name and it come up and it say photos. Okay. Why is it taking so long to load the photo though? It's taking too long. Okay, hold on. I'm looking. Uh-huh. Yeah, Porsha was behind on that on that bill. And for some reason it will not come up. Hold on. Let me see. Let me send it to myself. Maybe if I screenshot it and blow it up. I can't see that. But yeah, she was late on the bill. Okay, the one that was in his name, and so again, she had to actually get it transferred into her name. But that, I mean, it is what it is. It's a big house, and the light bill ain't cheap, man. If you're paying thousands of dollars a month for the lights, but there's that. I just wanted to, call out the fake news, and it's good to see that the Ricky Smiley Morning Show stood on business and took it down. Because I was wondering, I was like, ain't Porsha they people? Ain't Porsha they people? Shouldn't they have verified that before they went on air and reported that? Because the Brat was over it. Dang, I wish I had downloaded that video. Let me see if I can. I'm so messy. Let me see if somebody else had uploaded it on Instagram. Let me see. Porsha. Let me see if I can find it anywhere else. The Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Yeah, nobody cared to repost it that I could see. I don't see it. Nowhere. Oh well. Yes, child. Simon is still at it. We reported about a month or so ago. Simon filed a appeal with the Georgia Supreme Court. Now, here is where that's interesting because that's a legal maneuver. Because if you recall, Porsha was trying to hold him in contempt for not paying the bills. Okay, you know Randy Kessler be filing stuff now, and they was like Simon is in contempt. He's not honoring the prenup. He's supposed to be paying her an allowance every month. He's supposed to be paying these bills. We need to hold him in contempt, even though he over there in Dubai, in Dubai, even though he not even in this country. I don't know what they thought that they was gonna do, but apparently, you know, Simon said he's still abiding by the rules because each and every time a new appeal is open, it stays the issue over there in the lower court. So, you know, they can't hold him in contempt if, you know, it's in appeal. So there's that time and said, I'm good in every MLK Boulevard. Okay. You said it's on my Patreon. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I forgot I had played it on Patreon. Hold on. Oh, okay. It's on the video. Okay. It's in this video that I posted the page. You right. I got the video right here. Hold on, because it was my TikTok video. Let me scroll. Let me find. Oh, here it is right here. Here it is. Because we was talking about this earlier. What mark is this? Okay, it's at the 11:11 mark. Oh, thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Okay. My mods need a raise. Even though they ain't getting paid. They need a raise. Hold on. It is right here. This was me earlier today. Hold on. Even the Brat said, Porsha got the money, child. The Brat was on them. Hold on. This is what the Brat said. Hold on, let me fast forward.
And for a beautiful $7 million mansion.
Porsha's not having an issue. She's not having issues paying her bills.
You know, so but so it's just something though. So I don't know, but
she don't need us or nobody to help. She's not having problems.
Yeah, but when your friends are going through some,
let me go back to when when Gary actually reported it. Hold on, let me see. Did I play the actual report? Let me see. Oh, there it is right there. I talked about that for a long time. Let me see. You know, y'all was tagging me in it. Gary with the T said this.
I'm sorry. Listen, her friends. This is when friends should come around, Bradshaw, and help this woman out.
Wait, what?
But this, no, I'm just because you're friends with Porsha as well. But it's been reported, y'all, that Porsha Williams is reportedly, y'all, feeling the pressure as new court filings claiming, y'all, that she's struggling, honey, to keep up with the mortgage on her beautiful $7 million Georgia mansion. Now, there's a motion filed last week alleging, y'all, that Porsha is only 2 months behind on the payments, where the mortgage alone is only $35,000 a month. They say not including $35,000 a month.
What?
That's not much.
Now this. So that's when this was on Patreon earlier today. I pulled it up. And actually, it was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta fan page as well. About a day ago, or was that 6 days? It's backwards, so I can't see. But I had pulled that up because, like I said, I like to know where a rumor starts before I regurgitate it. And so I'm like, Gary over there getting the Facebook tea. And I told them the same tea I told about the house that I just told y'all. And this is Brat's response.
It's just something though. So I don't know, but
she don't need us or nobody to help. She's not having problems.
Yeah, but when your friends are going through some regards of what it is, I think you should rally around.
We absolutely rally around our friends, but she's not in need of any money right now.
Yeah, she hasn't reached out to nobody.
She's
straight.
She's fine, Gary.
Yeah. I'm not saying she's not fine, but I'm just saying, the way it looks. I think if she didn't reach out, I think we should reach out to her just in case. Girl, if you get in her business.
Exactly. Get in her business. Exactly.
So, but we're going to pray, hopefully and pray, because, the home is a beautiful home from the pictures that I've seen, and I think, she deserves to keep her daughter in that house, because that's the house that she knows.
She's not having any issues, Gary, with that. I'm telling you.
Oh, no. I'm not saying shit. I'm just saying if she was, her daughter should still be in the house.
Well, he kept going. She's not, so.
Yeah, okay, well.
So the Brat knows the Porsha ain't having no issues. So Gary kept trying to make it an issue. So it's interesting that they deleted it off of everywhere. It's no longer on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show website, which is where it was at first. It's no longer on Instagram because it was on their Instagram page. It's no longer on their Facebook page because I went looking because I'm like, I know it was at least in 5 different places, and it was going viral because everybody kept tagging me up under everywhere. And then I had left a comment on Instagram, and I was like, "Tell Gary to stay off of Facebook." Okay, that is fake news. Okay, y'all know I love bringing the tea, but that is not tea. He said, "I heard all that today on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. I heard that, and the Brat said she got money. Oh, Precious, all right, but I don't believe." Okay, well, there's that. You said Brad be annoyed with the look. Gary just need to stay off the Facebook. That's all. Gary need to stick to the People magazines, the E News, the Radar Online, like verifiable information, like even the TMZs and the Straight from the A, because they've used Straight from the A on there before. Like use T that is legit, Gary. But then, he pulling a Claudia Jordan, it's certain age. And, I'm not trying to age shame nobody, but certain age ranges live on Facebook. Y'all be living over there with that Facebook tea. And y'all be like, oh my God, it's got 100,000 likes. And y'all think it's tea because it's got 100,000 likes. They can be like Kandi, Kandi and Kandi and Phaedra tied the knot today. It's got 100,000 likes. And y'all like, oh my God, they got married. This is such a beautiful wedding. And then even that picture that circulated with Kandi and that man, that is AI too. And it came from Facebook. Hold on, let me pull that up since we talk about Kandi and the man, honey. Where is the Kandi and the man? Hold on, let me see if I can find the Kandi Burruss. And look at this. Hey, look where it came from. Child, y'all know I love doing research. I love doing research. And people were sending this to me. Kandi got a new man. Kandi has a new man. And I'm like, Chad, this is so AI. And look, every time I see where it came from, and no shade to them, because I'm sure they is making bank over there with they fake tea. Okay. The Real Housewives of Atlanta fan news, they post so much fake shit every day, and it just annoys me because I'm the arbiter of truth. I like bringing the truth to you, okay? And so when I see all of the fake tea coming around and people are regurgitating it and going over the TikTok and talking about it, it's like, oh, here we go. Let me see what fake tea they got over here today. Let me see. See, they sprinkle in some real tea. What they say about Nene? They said they talk about Nene and Yanni. They said reality fans, Nene Leakes has left fans stunned after officially revealing she is engaged. Not Nene engaged to Yanni, honey. I didn't get that tea. Nene called me, girl. You's engaged. Congratulations. Let me make it big. What happened? It said Nene is engaged to Yanni, y'all. Nene got engaged yesterday, child. They got her. Oh, they got the ring and everything, child. Look at this. Look, we gotta plan a wedding. We have got to plan a wedding, honey. The Real Housewives of Atlanta fan page said that they kept it under wraps for weeks and is confirming the life-changing news. It was a surprise engagement and it marks a dramatic new chapter. That's what they say, honey. Yes, that AI pic. Look at the hand, honey. They got her hand all big. Oh, Nene's hands is not that big. Oh my God. Why they do that? Yes, we need a Nene wedding special. A Nene and Yanni wedding special. Yes, come through. How does Facebook get away with posting false information? What happened to fact checking? I mean, I think the same way TikTok gets away with it. I mean, the same way YouTube gets away with it. It's like people nowadays, I think with social media, it's easy for fake news to spread because anybody can pick up a camera and start talking. Anybody can type in something that they say is tea and, it's tea. But at the end of the day, I guess it's up to y'all to decide who has credibility and who doesn't. I saw a blogger the other day. I ain't going to say no names. We holding people accountable in 2026. I saw a blogger the other day, honey, who got a rhyming name. Okay, I'm not gonna say who it is, but they was swearing up and down that they knew Porsha and they knew somebody that had tried to be friends with Porsha. I'm like, child, you don't even live in the city of Atlanta. What is you talking about? Okay, it's like people like really be making up stuff, and I don't know. It just drives me crazy. But it how I always be like, all these bitches are my sons. A lot of people study me. And I noticed that too. A lot of people study me and they look at me and they hear what I say and see what I do. And I literally do be around these people and I literally do be knowing, where they go and what they do and who they with and blah, 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 because y'all know I know. Y'all know who I know and y'all know why I know those people. And so I feel like they be studying me and they feel like if I go on and I say I know these people, then I will get credibility too. And that's not the way credibility works because eventually people are going to see you for who you are and see that you lied. Okay. Eventually you may get a few clicks here and there right now, but at the end of the day, eventually somebody going to come back around. Somebody gonna come back around and just like when people, I can't remember what that tea was that time, and people were swearing up and down what it was. And then I was like, yeah, check back in a year and y'all see that it's false or whatever. And then, it came back around. I was like, see, I told you, I told you. But, any of my tea, any tea on my page right now today, whether it was posted last year, last week, 5 years ago, you can go back to any tea on my page and you will see that I was telling the truth. Even if I didn't know for certain back then, you can be like, oh my God, Michelle was right. Oh my God, that was true. Oh my God, Michelle wasn't lying. So credibility comes with, experience and, all of that. Binge worthy is credible. Okay. Binge worthy be out in these streets. So you just have to pay attention to, the bloggers who, be lying. Okay. Anywho, moving on like this, like this video. Shout out to Nene Lee's congratulations. Congratulations to Nene Leakes, honey, on her engagement. I don't even know where to go from there. I am stunned. Okay, I am stunned.